Hey you guys, what's going on? My name is Read the Writer. Okay, I got news. For you. I saw on my TikTok today that there was a rumor going around that the very famous Wesley Snipes would be coming back to reprise his role as Blade. Yes. So Disney, and I'm noticing a pattern here with Disney. Like, Disney's really pulling out like these patterns right here. Disney is doing all the remember berries. Cause it's like, what else are we gonna call it? They're member berries. And I'm just noticing this. Cause to me, it started back with member berries. It really did. Start back with Doctor Strange 2. We got to see, what's his name? I don't want to butcher it. It's Patrick Stewart. We got to see Hugh Jackman. He's coming back out for the new movie, Deadpool, with Wolverine. So they're coming back. For Spider-Man, we got to see not only Tobey Maguire, but we also got to see my favorite Spider-Man, my Spider-Man of my day and age, which was Andrew Garfield. So yeah, this is what's going on at Disney. They're pulling out all the member berries. And which I'm not mad that they're bringing back Wesley Snipes. Like, I'm actually very happy about that. Because to me, Wesley Snipes is like the franchise builder. Like, a lot of people don't realize that MCU firstly began with Blade back in 1998. That's when it dropped. I don't think I was gonna lie, but yeah, 1998, that's when it dropped. And he was MCU, even though like the MCU universe didn't get built yet. Then after that, we got to see Hulk. I think it was like the early 2000s with the first Hulk. Then after that, the second one. Then after that, we got Iron Man. Then, you know, the MCU universe continued expanding. Then we also had Spider-Man, but you know what I mean. Just within that universe, like built, it was Blade. But to have Wesley Snipes come back, I can kind of already see the direction of what they might be doing with Blade. Granted, let's keep in mind, Blade, there's been a lot of turmoil going on with the behind the scenes. Like, we heard that at first it was going to be Blade and his daughter was going to have like the main protection. She was going to be before her father. Like, it was primarily going to be about her. Then that got scrapped. Then the script was so bad when it was going through, I guess, like, not production, but the script was so bad that production was halted. Then, what's his name? The actor, I don't want to say his name wrong. It's Mahershala Ali. Very cool name. I like his name. Wanted to leave being Blade, just due to just the script and how bad everything was going on during production and during filming, or just whatever they were doing. But to bring in Wesley Snipes in a moment like this, it will bring in fans like myself to come and support the project. I was gonna watch Blade regardless, no matter what. I have been a little bit like put off by MCU just because majority of the projects that came out in the past were horrible. I'm never gonna let this down. What happened with me last year when I was watching Ant-Man? Atrocious. The fact that I went on a Friday night, I should have known better too. There were only 13 people in the movie theater, and I was one of the 13. Like, that should have been a sign. And the movie was garbage. Then Love and Thunder was garbage. And Marvel's, my sweet mother, the fact that I dragged my mother to go see that, she suffered through that. Still to this day, she does not like let me like live that moment down of taking her to go see Marvel. And like, she, you know, she's right with that. But with Blade bringing back the member berries of Wesley Snipes, it could be a good thing. I can see what they're doing. They're probably going to do another trailing of another universe, because, you know, we're in our MCU, our heroes are on Earth 616. So they're probably going to do another stream of another universe and try to show a different Blade or something like that. I can see that being something, but I've said it before. I personally, after Thanos died or was snapped away, because you know Thanos is gonna come back eventually. After Thanos was snapped away, we should have been done with a whole universe splitting and the different worlds, especially after Spider-Man. Like I feel like the only superhero that should still be playing around with the different alternate realities should just be Spider-Man. And if they do Spider-Man right, with the Spider-Man being on the ground, being like a vigilante, doing you know, I wouldn't call it low tier crime, but underworld type crime stuff, that's Spider-Man. That's 100% Peter Parker. Especially if you throw in Madam Web, minus the Madam Web movie, that's Spider-Man. But with this, throwing another version of Blade, I don't know. But I don't know the direction. I don't know what the script looks like. They've been talking about Blade for years now. So I don't know what they're doing over there. But we don't know what the script looks like. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. All we've been told is by like just sources that have leaked that Blade's daughter was going to get a starring role over Blade. We also heard that there was going to be very little action in that Blade script, and it was horrible. So I don't know. I do want you guys to keep in mind that as great of an actor as Wesley Snipes is, he is 61 years old. And I was looking at a picture of him. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Younger Wesley Snipes, that man was built. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, that man was cut up for Blade. But Wesley Snipes of today, he's on the thin side. Very thin. He looks his age. So he has aged up a lot, but you know, he's 61. What do you expect? So I don't know what they're gonna do with that per se. Like I don't know. Unless he can put on the weight and put on the muscles, or just put him in the suit and get the, you know, the little hair pieces going with it. But I don't know. And I had to think back to Hugh Jackman as well as being Wolverine. Hugh Jackman is 55. This man's getting old. So I don't know what MCU is gonna even do with him. After this movie, can this man even like make it to another Wolverine? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know the direction of MCU anymore. Because as much as we love the member berries, as much as we love Hugh Jackman or Patrick Stewart, or you know, we love Tobey Maguire, we like that stuff. Minus Andrew Garfield, because he could come back as another Spider-Man. He could do another movie. He's still young. With all that being said, the main question is sure, you can throw them in for another movie or another TV show, but what are they gonna do? What's MCU, what's Disney going to do after this? Like, what's the plan of like longevity? What's like the main goal? Member berries gets people into the theater, gets people to sit down and watch it on the couch. But what's like the long run goal to get people attached to these new characters? And that's like my always thing. It's like, I don't mind member berries, but it should never be like a focal point of why you should go watch this thing. Because once this person, this actor is done, that's it. We're stuck with this new cast and this new script and this world. So I don't know. But I have an article. I found it for you guys. The article is by IMDb. And they're basically just talking about Wesley Snipes coming back. So here we go. I'm going to read it to you guys. It looks like they have little faith in one with Mahershala Ali, Wesley Snipes reportedly returning as Blade. And that title alone, and this is why I'm doing this video, that title alone speaks for itself. If the Blade movie or show that's coming out was so good, they wouldn't need to do member berries. Maybe they could bring him in for maybe one episode or do like a mention of him or just like, you know, something of gratitude. But to bring him on as a way to sway diehard old MCU fans who grew up off this to come and watch the new Blade, it's kind of like we're dangling a carrot in front of you to come over here and look at this thing, rather than like the new Blade show being so good that it doesn't need any assistance from past actors who were in those roles. Like, why do we have to reprise older actors to come back for the newer actors for fans to come back and see stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind Wesley Snipes, but it's just, I'm noticing a trend at Disney with MCU. A lot of member berries. Okay, let me read this to you guys. Let me get some water too. Here, let me read. Okay, so Wesley Snipes' Blade trilogy, and shout out Wesley Snipes too. That first Blade was fire. No cap. The first Blade was so fire. Blade 2, I'm gonna give it to them. Blade Trinity, I don't know what happened, but there's a couple good fight scenes up in there. There's a couple good fight scenes, but Blade Trinity was like, what happened in there? Okay, so the trilogy has a cult following with a loyal and dedicated fandom. It does, me. As MCU is set to reboot the franchise with Oscar-winning martial law Ali, fans have long sought the reappearance of Snipes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know if that's true. Because like I said, Wesley Snipes is 61. Not that I'm mad that he'll be coming back. It's just like who asked for that though? Now a recent rumor suggests that there's still room for Snipes in Blade MCU. If he does come back, like I said, it should be like a gratitude, like a thank you. Especially that. But if they're trying to do other timelines, Disney gotta stop with that. So Wesley Snipes' Blade. Nothing is beyond possibility, at least in the multiverse. I was gonna say the multiverse saga. In the multiverse, to me, you guys, it's just a whole bunch of just open windows. You can close a door, but a window opens and something else comes through. And it's so many just open doors, and they just keep trailing in with that rather than just focusing on Earth 616. Because there's so many good stories just within our universe. Granted, you can do multiverse like activities, say if you were doing like the Age of Ultron, and like, you know, if you were doing like Galacticus, like you do a little bit of that. There's universal fights that you can do. There's the Beyonder, you can throw that in there with the multiverse, but I wouldn't just like be leaning on that so much. I would just focus on like more current stories. Okay, so Spider-Man No Way Home is a prime example. Yeah, as the Tom Holland star movie created the spectacle to bring back Tobey Maguire, which was freaking awesome. I love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like he was so cool. Like, I'm not gonna talk about Spider-Man 3. That was crazy. Yo, my guy got like the emo haircut, where like those like black collar shirts. That was hilarious. And when he hit that woman, I was dead. I think in the theater my parents were just like in shock. I was alive for that one. That was so freaking funny. It's funny going back to go watch it now. It's so freaking funny. Like Tobey Maguire, that emo face, so freaking funny. Oh my gosh. And Andrew Garfield alongside the iconic villains. In its essence, the speculation might just come true, as Marvel is reportedly planning big for the Avengers. Yeah, the Secret Wars, 100%. And that's like it's like Beyonder and everything. Cause Secret Wars is like you're getting heroes from different universes and all that stuff. Let me click on that actually. Let me see that. Cause I know they were talking about the Secret Wars. I don't think there's anything like mentioned. They got cast. I just clicked the link, y'all. They got Anthony Mackie. I can't pronounce her name, but the girl who plays America Chavez. Her name is Gomez. Iman Vellani is Miss Marvel. Yeah. I like Miss Marvel. Wong. And you got Riri Williams. So she's okay. That's what I'm saying. They got a couple couple movies. I know Brave New World is coming out. Thunderbolts. I love the Thunderbolts. Like, I love the comics. I don't know if they're gonna do it justice. And Stark Industries is a movie. The King Dynasty. I don't know about that. Okay. So let me see what else is going on with this. Okay, so Wesley Snipes' Blade return is fairly possible, but the Blade reboot has not been in good light. It has not. After the confirmation of the movie. Yeah, so we don't really know what's going on in there. I'm gonna stay tuned because I am a Blade fan. I love Blade. I love his backstory, his mother. I love that Blade struggles with like his humanity and he's always craving blood, and he has to take that weird elixir to like, you know, curb his cravings. I love his like desire to hunt like vampires, which to tie it back into Spider-Man, y'all, we could get some Morbius action in this. Jared Leto could be in a next project, but keep in mind that Morbius movie was part of Sony. And Sony lately has been butchering movies with the villains. It's been garbage over there. It's been horrible. Because Madam Web was... Madam Web was tough. That movie was tough. And I mean that in all the bad ways. But that could be a potential thing. They could throw in a Jared Leto. Or they could get another Morbius to come over there. Because Morbius, Blade, and Spider-Man, they all like counterset. They all cross universes, and like that's how they interact, is because vampires and the virus was spreading, and there's vampires and there's everything in New York. That's like one place I would not live in the MCU. You got mutants, you got vampires, you got hobgoblins, you got lizard people, transformations, there's secret serums. Really. There's all types of stuff. Man, so I don't know. This could be something I'd be excited to see. I would be excited to see if Wesley Snipes does actually get to be Blade and he gets in shape. Because like I said, I'm gonna put the picture of Wesley Snipes right here. Wesley Snipes is really thin right now. He's not bulky like he was back in 1998. It's been a long time. It's been like almost like 30 years since that Blade. So I'd be kind of curious to see that. To see if he can pick up people. Because Blade's fighting style is combat. This man got a sword. This man is shooting you up. He's picking up bodies. He's doing WWE moves. Like, it's hands-on combat. So to see Wesley Snipes do something, or if he possibly can, I'd be kind of curious to see what that looks like. So I don't know, MCU. I'm watching. I'm very much watching. Alright, but tell me your thoughts down below. Are you excited to see Wesley Snipes in a possible Blade movie? This is being reported, so it could or could not be, but I feel like MCU would do that. But do you want to see Wesley Snipes play Blade again? Are you excited about that? Are you ready to see a Blade movie or TV show? Or do you want Disney to stop touching stuff? Do you want Disney to stop touching MCU projects? Or to find... Or just to... I don't even know at this point. I don't even know what would help at this point. I don't know. I don't know. But tell me your thoughts down below. I'm very curious to see what you think about it. And I'll put another picture of Wesley Snipes. He doesn't look bad. He doesn't look bad. Like, he doesn't look bad. Maybe he could pick up a body or two or bite somebody. Maybe we can see something. Alright, I'll see you guys for the next video.